Yeah, I mean, we have SOPs, standard operations and procedures. Um, so yeah, I mean, look, we have an onboarding form. We make sure that they get to check in oftentimes, if, particularly when it comes to things like SEO. There's like a bi-weekly call with them and our SEO account managers. We look at them, we give them reports. No matter the service we give them, whether it's social media, paid ads, SEO, funnels, whatever it is, organic social, consulting. We will give you weekly reports on how you're going. Whether the client reads it or not, we do not care. But that's also why I've got clients that stay with us for years, because like they will just look at the report and be like, "Well, numbers are throughout the last 4 weeks have gone up. Cool." And then when they're going down, "Hey, Dami, check this out." Yeah, no worries. And I get my account manager or team member to check it out, and they're all experts. So consistently giving feedback, even when it's negative, is important because nothing's perfect. If you're going into business thinking it's going to be super easy, you're so naive. It's not easy. It's very, very hard. Business is so hard. That's why I love it, because a lot of people give up. But yeah, consistently giving reporting is excellent. Another thing that we like to do is make sure that we focus on, yes, like I said, not just creating the leading indicator, which is like likes or growth, or if you're doing SEO, putting out the blog posts or posting on the Google business profile or making sure that you're easier to find on Google with keywords. But it's also like, hey, like, has this, once we focus on the leading indicator, we expect the lagging indicator to catch up. So like, we're always looking at how what we do eventuates to progression in the revenue and sales standpoint as well. So genuinely caring about both, which is hard, by the way, because you can't control everything. That's definitely helped our retention a lot. And also picking better clients. We recently had a client churn, like literally today or yesterday. And this client like closed like 4 weeks ago. And the reason why was because they had personal family stuff. Why didn't they bring this up before they got closed like 3 weeks ago? Doesn't matter. We closed like another 2 clients today, right? But I say this because it's like it's just sometimes you don't need to take money from everyone. And that's something I'm still learning because I'm young. But that's something I'm still learning. So yeah, you can't take money from everyone. A good client is worth a lot more because they'll give you your time back to an extent as well. It's often the bad clients that want more of your time and they're just going to leave anyway. It's the way it goes. Yeah, so Ty Lopez, I've been watching him since I was 19 years old. And I was on his email list for multiple years. So when I found out he was coming to Melbourne or Sydney, I like told my brother, me and my brother were like somewhere at the Gold Coast at this time or something. And I was like, bro, Ty's coming to Gold Coast. Oh no, I was in Melbourne at the time. Ty's coming to Melbourne. I'm gonna book us tickets. And I just booked it like within 24 hours on that day. Or within that 24-hour period. For me and my brother, flew up there. We bought the biggest package. That way we could have dinner with Ty, with a bunch of other people. Met him, forced my way into his network a little bit, ended up meeting his copywriter there, who we eventually hired for some contractor work and still works with us part-time basically. And, ended up, yeah, leveraging that relationship and kind of learning what I could learn through his copywriter through to Ty. And then Ty was coming back in March, he mentioned. I was like, all right. I asked him at the dinner in December. I told him what Kursal was, what it was about, and I asked him if he would like to be on an episode. He said yes. I was like, great, that's my in. And obviously, I couldn't even get to him. I got his manager's number, her WhatsApp, and she might not even remember this, but she kind of borderline ghosted me after saying she helped me tee it up and progress things. And I just maintained contact and followed up. And then Ty mentioned that he was open to doing like podcast. Messaged him like within seconds when I saw that opportunity. He responded to me personally on Instagram when I did that. I was like, perfect. I was like, yep. And then I acted a bit blasé. I was like, yeah, we can do it. This is what I'm about. This is what I've done. Like, yada, yada, yada. When can we make this happen? He gets me in touch with a different organizer. And me and that organizer talk on WhatsApp. And it's Ty. He's done hundreds of millions of dollars. So we end up negotiating on a price point, which I felt was a bit more reasonable than they were going to charge me, but it's Ty Lopez, so I get it. So yeah, I organized that money for them. I paid that amount, which I'm not going to disclose. It wasn't cheap. More than $10,000. That's all I'll say. But yeah, we sorted it out. Got the interview done. And the rest was history. And that was a great interview. It's helped me a lot already. Not just from an opportunity standpoint and being associated with Ty, but even just learning from him. So smart. So much smarter than people think. She's smart. Shout out to Ty. Ty, if you're watching this, you're a genius. I love your content, man. You've helped me so much. Blessings. Yeah. In this generation, I would honestly recommend you work within a marketing agency and start your own agency at the same time. And just to make sure there's no conflict of interest, I would tell the boss. I would ask you to tell the boss beforehand that that's your intention. I recently had a sales guy just quit because he went to start his own SEO agency, which is fine, whatever. And me and him are still on good terms. But, if he told me he wanted to start his own thing, then I could have set more aligned objectives, mutual objectives for both of us. That could have probably kept him around longer. But anyway, I've also worked for different agencies and quit agencies because I thought I could do it myself and went to another one. And, it's part of the game. You had advice to work within an agency, and I would get a mentor. That's what I'm going to say. Sign up for Mega Community Consulting, if you want to start an agency. That's also fine. I can teach you how to do it. Me and a ton of other people. You'd have access to people like, the Tyler Business Copywriter who's in my team, JJ who's done funnels for, 7-8 figure business owners, you're going to have access to all of my immediate reporting team, as well as, over 75 to 100 videos where I explain to you how to use, how to create a personal brand machine, a social media machine, a client generating machine, remote sales team machine, mindset. We even have NLP coaching. You're going to be getting mindset coaching from a licensed cognitive behavioral coach once a month as part of this program. That way we can reconfigure your mind for excellence as well. And to be honest, I wasn't able to hold 100K a year until I hired a cognitive behavioral coach, so that's some of the source.